back. You guys are talking about marriage right now.
Yeah.
I know, so fitting. But we lost Cassie, but we've gained Cody John.
I'm here.
So he's here. He's here to. We're gonna chat a little bit, and then he's gonna perform for you all on New Music Friday. I think it's very
New Music Friday. I love that.
Since we were talking about marriage, let's just jump into it. You have a beautiful wife.
Yes, I do. And like a lot of people, I think it's rare in the entertainment business for people to be married super young. But I was married when I was 24.
24.
Yeah. So I've been married for 3 years now.
And what's it like?
And
what is this like?
I love it. But you want to know something? Like she's gone right now, and like because when you marry someone, like they're your best friend.
Right.
So she's like out of town in New York filming her show, and I'm just like I'm just really bored. I like don't know like what to do.
I think this works though because you're both in the industry, right?
Yeah,
it would be a little bit difficult if she wanted you to be home or whatnot, because to chase your dreams, it is actually kind of hard to do it. I think when you have a significant other.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to answer to someone, right?
Yeah, I mean you have to understand that your spouse or the person you're with, if they're in the business, it can also make it difficult because of conflicting schedules.
Right.
But with us, I just feel like it works because we get it. It's like, all right, you got to go out of town, all good. You got to do this gig or whatever. And sometimes we're apart, but like, we love it. It's what we want to do, so it's really special to us.
Oh, that's cute, you guys. See, you got to support each other.
Yeah,
How did you guys meet? Take us back.
I know this is real cliche, but we met in high school.
Really? Your high school sweethearts too?
We've known each other for almost 10 years.
Wow, well, if any kids out there are watching in high school and you're with your high school, they could be your sweetheart for life.
There's hope. There really is hope for it. Like, you never know. You just never know.
I'm really glad the person I dated in high school is not my high school sweetheart.
There's a lot of cases like that, and that's okay.
Minority over here.
Exactly. That's totally fine.
But we're here to talk about singing. You started on Vine, though, correct?
Yeah.
You're a digital
I started
producer.
in film and stuff. I started acting in Florida because I used to live in Florida. And my first, I guess, big break was a film I did called I Am Number 4 that came out in 2011. So that was the first kind of big kind of jump I made into entertainment. And then I moved out to LA after college. My parents said, look, you're not going to LA unless you hand me the college degree. So I was like, all right, fine.
See, that's why you go to college in LA.
I was pushing for that, but out of state tuition.
Right,
you know how it is.
This is true.
Balling on a budget.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah, I went to LA after graduating, and thankfully a year and a half later, the whole social media thing happened with Vine and everything, and it was such a blessing because that's how my fans found me and kind of discovered me and what I could do. So now as I'm getting older and I'm progressing in the business, I'm trying new things. So it's super fun to kind of like work on a certain project, do, a film when the opportunity arises or do an album.
Right.
So it's super fun to just be kind of in all aspects of entertainment.
And you really are, you're very fortunate because you're well versed and you're able to act, you sing, you produce as well.
Yeah, I produce some of my own stuff. So a lot of hats. I always say like I'm pretty good at a lot of things. I'm a well-rounded guy, but like I'm not like great at one. So I'm trying to be great.
But I think it's okay in this world now.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm telling myself because that's what I'm doing. But it's like jack of all trade, master of none used to be something that I kind of looked down upon my own self. But now with social media, you can just kill it.
But you're really good at this, just so you know. I don't know. I'm sure this is one of the things, but you are actually very good at this.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that.
100%.
But let's talk about your latest single, Tropical Romance.
Yeah.
I just watched the music video. It's beautifully shot.
Thank you. Wow.
What beach is that?
Okay, I'm gonna tell everybody the secret.
Where's the secret
Actually,
spot?
the secret got out a long time ago because when we went to shoot at Matador Beach in Malibu.
Right. Oh, it's in Malibu.
It's in Malibu.
They're always in the booth.
They're
always in the booth.
Yeah, I mean,
and
you
they're
gotta
always like, oh, you can't access this location here. They're always like blocked off. You have to be like someone to get in there.
For a time, this beach had been kind of a private beach, but I think a publication came out with like, oh, the best beaches in LA, and then it got flooded with people. So on that beach, it looks like it was kind of a paradise. It was just me and her, but we were shooting around hundreds of people on that beach. Yeah, like there were little kids.
Who was your camera guy? He should be hired for every project.
We had really good production on that shoot, and we shot around it. I mean, we even had drone shots flying above, and we were kind of like, hey, look, drones really aren't allowed on this beach, so we got to get all these shots done right now. Like, we don't have any time to spare. It's like, you got to do all these takes in one shot. So a lot of the stuff was kind of just like run and gun because drones, like, with a bunch of people around, it's kind of dangerous. So we had to fly it like out into the water.
Right.
And long story short, I almost got like weirdly hypothermia that day because I had to wear my.
Malibu?
Yeah, like it was a hot day, but I was wearing full clothes. If you remember in the video, and I had come out of the water like a castaway.
That's right.
So those clothes were pressing that cold water against my body, and I was starting to get like really sick. My wife and I actually just posted a YouTube video explaining all this, but yeah, I almost had to cut the day early, like within the first 2 hours.
I'm sorry, would be a first, and I feel like it would really make headlines. Like, man gets hypothermia in LA on a beach. I mean, you don't hear of it.
In like 90-degree weather.
Exactly,
like, it made no sense. So,
well, kids, let this be a lesson. Don't swim in your clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess, right?
Put a bathing suit on and just try to get in the sun and dry off, because wet clothes against your body, not the best thing.
No. How much creative say then do you have in your music videos and in, I guess, your art?
I want to have all of it. I mean, I know it's selfish to say, but it's like, if it's my music and my visual, I want to tell the story the way it kind of unfolds in my mind.
Right.
And I come from a creative, like, video production type background, so it was just kind of like, you know, if I'm gonna be, I want to be as genuine as possible, like any artist should be. And I think with the stuff that I'm doing, it's very important that I kind of like be the main brains behind the situation. Obviously, I like to let the pros, I like to let the shooters and like the DPs shoot the stuff the right way, the most professional way. But when it comes to the ideas and the actual content and the story of the stuff, I really like to kind of do it all myself. And if people look back at There You Are, my first music video, Tropical Romance is actually a continuation from the last video.
Okay.
My stuff tells a story.
I like didn't want to make that. I thought so.
Yeah,
because you're in what looks like in a desert area, and that single has over what 100,000 streams on Spotify.
Yeah, over 250,000 now, which is crazy.
Like I said, over 100,000,
it's
right?
Such a blessing. It's such a blessing.
Details.
No. It's just numbers.
It's killing it though. No, but I mean they're very important. So in that, you're kind of out in this deserty type scene, but then there's these moments where you're underneath the water. Yeah. So then that all ended up being...
then Tropical Romance picks up where I'm coming from the water from the last video. And so that begins because I was trapped underwater by like the distractions and There You Are. But then when I come up out of the water, I realize what's important and I can breathe. Basically, I was held under. So then I come up in a tropical environment from what looked like the depths of like an ocean or something like that, which we shot in my swimming pool. So like I said, you got to ball on a budget. You got to like, and it was just on like a DSLR camera in one of those waterproof things, and we were just shooting in my pool. If you look closely in that video, you can see just
the pool cleaner.
No, like literally like the drain and the light is in there. But like sometimes you're so distracted by what's happening that you don't see those little things. But I'm creating my content with what I have, and it's super fun, and I'm using my friends, and my wife is the muse. She's the star in my stuff.
And will that continue to be a theme throughout all of your music videos?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like overdo it so people are kind of expecting the same thing, but like I want to continue the story where she is kind of that character, that love interest throughout, and the fans really love it because they know about our relationship and everything. So and we just enjoy doing it, and I bounce a lot of ideas off her, and she helps a lot. And you know, she always looks really good in the video, so that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Makes me look better. But it's just super fun. I'm just having a good time, and like for just starting off, I feel like I've had just great response and feedback and great listens. So I'm really blessed. You know?
I feel like we hear a lot of people come through at Sweety High with a certain sound, if you will, but yours is different. Did you notice that right away? Like, oh, I've got something here. Like, how do you describe, I guess, your sound? What genre?
I feel like I'm still figuring it out. But what I am kind of noticing now as I hone in is, I really love the guitar. I also play piano as well, but like guitar-based music that's a little bit kind of mid to up-tempo is really fun, and I feel like it's kind of rare in pop. You hear a lot of electro stuff.
You're right.
I like to kind of blend. I like to put a sound out that I think a large, majority of people will like, but sort of put in that real instrumentation. So like I want to be able to come and talk to you and then play my song on my guitar, and it just it can sound like it's gonna have the same lyrics and the same type of chord progression, but it's almost like a different song because it's kind of broken down. So I'm figuring out my sound, and that's kind of what happens when you're like a new artist. You're really trying to just like find out like which lane you want to go, but you also want to have room to just kind of stretch and be able to kind of put something out that's gonna like shock people and be like, oh, I didn't know he could do something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of mixing it up, and I'm kind of having the same themes, and I feel like my visuals sort of help tell the story, even though the sounds may kind of create different, elements and emotions when you hear it, but when you see it, I want people to see like a timeline.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
I hear you. So what is next on this timeline then? What music do we have coming out? Any in the works?
Yeah. Oh, lots. I have a few songs that I'm really kind of happy and proud of, and I kind of want to put one out in 2017, like before the end of the year.
Before the end of the year, okay.
But I have a really kind of exciting song I think could do really big things in the top of 2018. So trying to pace myself, but still put out music and content so people can kind of like stay updated and kind of hear the evolution of the sound and stuff like that. You know?
Okay, so you guys stay tuned because he will have more music coming, hopefully by the end of this year,
Yes.
but definitely in the beginning of 2018. And he's totally going to tell me all those dates when we're off camera. I know
Yes,
that. I know that's going to happen.
All the secrets.
All the secrets. Yeah.
For now. You guys will know soon.
My lips sealed. No. But speaking of, you know, things coming up, Halloween is next week, Tuesday, but everyone's probably celebrating on Saturday, right? Do you have any, I've been trying to think, me and my best friend, we're going out together and we're trying to think of, you know, funny BFF type costumes. Do you and your wife have anything planned, or have you done any good costumes in the past?
We have in the past, but you want to know something? So my wife and I bought a house a year ago, so we're still kind of new homeowners, and we were really excited last Halloween to like have like the kids come to our house and just like get candy from us. Like we thought that that would be like super fun. But even though my house is kind of on like a flat ground, my street is very steep because we're in LA, we're in the hills. So it's like the kids, I guess, we didn't get a single kid last Halloween.
There. I'm for that
We didn't get a single kid. So I was like, wait, what the heck? And my wife bought so much candy. And it was just so sad because like we had to eat all the candy. But like, it's all good. But I guess because the street is so steep, like it's just not a common neighborhood for kids to want to like go trick-or-treating. But it's all good. I think as far as costumes though, we have a little dog, his name's Grover. And we were trying to think of ideas where we could be like the three of us, something that relates. Maybe you could help me because like for like a three-piece like funny like family costume that like you can involve a dog.
I'm trying to think what, oh goodness, there's doesn't Dorothy have a little dog? Someone help me. Dorothy, you guys could do something with that. You could be
exactly.
I
could be the Tin Man.
Tin Man.
Yeah.
Without a heart.
Yeah, and she could be, and Grover would be Toto.
Exactly.
The dog.
There you go.
Just not brown. He's black and white, but it could still work.
Exactly. So now that I've helped you, what are me and my best friend gonna be for Halloween? I still got nothing.
You could go with the simple, classic, very kind of boring, but like the Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Oh, that's true.
Like you could do that.
Bad.
Let's see who else could you go as?
Although you know what's really embarrassing, you guys, I'm gonna let you in on this. I woke up in the hospital as Thing 2 before.
Oh my Lord.
It wasn't that big of a deal. I just completely dislocated my shoulder and they couldn't get it back in, and I was in so much pain, and then I was in the hospital as Thing 2. No, we did Thing Dumb and Thing Dumber, and I was dumber. We were just playing like a joke off of it, and I had to walk out.
And you were also dumber at the, like that's.
Yeah,
and you're,
so.
Well, you're okay now.
Oh yeah,
you really
no, I'm
dislocated
totally fine.
Your shoulder?
Yeah, well, yes, I did out that night, unfortunately, and I just fell. So kids, don't fall in embarrassing costumes because you may have to go to the hospital that way. Just let me all know out there. I know, exactly.
Injury stories, I love them.
I know, so I'm gonna probably think of a different idea this year, but we have you performing for us very soon. I want to take some fan questions. You guys, I'm not ignoring you, I'm so sorry. Just so engrossed into what he was saying.
I would love that.
But let's see what you guys have, and if it's Halloween, relationship,
anything,
career, we got it all.
Any type.
He'll have an answer for it all. Okay, I can't
I'll try.
a thing.
I'll try for sure.
Let's see what people are saying. Oh, I don't speak
amazing.
Spanish, so I don't. I'm so sorry.
Hola, cómo estás? Te amo mucho. My wife's Cuban, so I have to learn
a
little bit.
Okay,
a little bit.
See, I'll marry someone of a different. Then I'll learn it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Do you watch Stranger Things? This is something.
Yes, and we're all. I think the whole world is excited for the season 2.
Have you watched it yet? It came out at 12 a.m.
Wait, hold on. I thought it was coming out on Halloween.
No, it's out.
It came out yesterday.
Yeah, well, technically today, because it was at 12 a.m. If you're awake.
I'm just playing. I'm not leaving. Wow.
That's okay.
No,
we
got. As soon as she gets back, we're gonna just binge it. I guess that's crazy.
So
don't give me any spoilers, guys. No spoilers.
No spoilers. Don't either. I only finished the first episode so far. Yeah. So you're new on Lively, right? Have you been on the app before?
No, and I need to. So
it's just very interactive. This is us looking at people commenting.
Yeah,
you guys. So we're reading right now. Hey, how are you? Debbie?
Oh, yeah.
There's no
Sorry.
L there. It's Debbie.
Is it? Okay.
I'm just Halloween spirit.
Debbie, how's it going? It's how are you? How are you doing?
What is, you know Spanish. How is the director?
Yeah. Which is, I don't know, how's the director? Are you doing good?
Oh, that's true.
Are you okay?
Yes. How do we look?
I think they're doing good.
Let's see. Love you guys. We love you too.
What's your phone number? Well, my phone number is 818. No, just kidding. Sorry, we can't release that on air.
No, but trust me, you wouldn't call. I give my phone number out a lot and people don't call, so I'm not giving it out anymore.
That's a lot of people watching though. Really? No one calls you?
Yeah, well, I don't really, I'm just saying, I'm giving it out a lot, and I just, don't ever hear back, so I'm done giving it out.
Well, you gotta hit up Taylor, guys. What the heck?
Yeah, what the heck, guys?
Yeah, you don't text, call?
No, people are terrible. Yeah, these are the people watching. We're dim because I'm on this. Let's see.
Cool.
What do you guys want to figure out? Sorry, I'm behind.
It's very conversational. People are just saying like, cool. Hey,
exactly.
how's it going? What up?
What is up? There's some things. People are saying that I heart FLN love Stranger Things. Same.
What's my favorite costume?
Favorite costume? Hannah Gal wants to know.
One Halloween, I dressed up as the guy from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I had an actual chainsaw, and it really freaked people out.
But
would you be scared if like a random dude just was like turn the...
I would be like, oh my gosh, are you single? Do you want to go on a date later? That would be so terrifying.
Hey, he could be a handsome person.
There was the Saw maze actually at Universal Studio Hollywood. Oh
yes,
yeah, that's terrifying.
And the people with the saws come up to you just in the walking area.
No, exactly. Yeah. They have no, what do you call it? Like there's no distant like rule.
Yeah, no
They're
regard
like right
for
here.
like your like
no personal space in that at
your personal
all.
space.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna answer 2 more questions and then we're gonna set up for performance. So do not go anywhere. Let's see. See, there's people all over from North Carolina.
People are new. I'm new too, so it's okay to be new.
Yes, everyone, it's okay to be new. Oh, okay. You must have not seen the show earlier. The Rock Puppies. Oh, where are you going for Halloween?
Well, they need to tell us where the neighborhoods are that
kids
are where all the good candy is. I mean, that would be great because in my neighborhood it's not working. The hills, it's too hard to walk up. So if you guys want to tell us where the neighborhoods are, that would be very helpful.
This is true. I'm gonna probably be home. I'll be honest with you guys. It's a Tuesday. I have work on Wednesday.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know, but I really hope people like come to my house this year and like get some candy.
You know what,
we have a lot of candy to give.
I'm not going to give you his address, but if you're in LA and there's a large hill, just go to the top of it. That's
go to the top of it, and I'm there.
Is. All right, let's see. One more we'll answer. This is the last one. Are you dressing up for Halloween? Night Cougar's ass.
Well, we kind of answered it. I mean, are you gonna kind of just keep it low key in the house?
I'm gonna dress up, you guys, as a cat lady, and I'm gonna stay home.
As a cat lady,
fitting, right? You're allowed to do that. I'm gonna really just take the character, and I'm gonna stay home.
Yeah.
Be home with it.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have cats?
3.
Wow, so you are a cat. You should just carry them, and that's your costume.
It would be my excuse to actually like one day a year just take them to the party. It's like I want them to be there anyways. So, okay, you guys, you know about my cats, and it is National Black Cat Day. So
yes, it is. I learned that myself.
Talk about it, but.